This is fresh. As fresh as it gets. At night, anyway.
What
Hooah!
does that even mean?
Hooah! As fresh
Well, I got
as
my
it
work
gets.
clothes on.
Right? Oh. Oh.
I wake up like this from work every day.
Hmm.
See, if your work clothes on too, your New York Yankees hoodie after your first opening day win.
I did
Good for
wear
you.
I did I did wear this to work today. So you're not wrong. I am wearing my work clothes.
Man, good for you. How's that
Yeah.
opening day feel, bud?
Oh
You're a
man,
baseball
coming
lunatic.
back, they were down 0-4, so spirits were low.
Did
And
you get to watch
then
it?
the Astros started screwing up, which was great cuz, better than having an offense is having the other team start collapsing. So, I did get to watch. I didn't get to tune in until they were down 0-4, but then I got to witness the very gradual comeback.
I was thinking about placing a live bet right as we were going on here. Maybe we'll see. We'll see in the future how it holds up for me with the North Carolina game. I'm gonna say
Yeah,
North
we could
Carolina
we
minus
could have
3.5.
we could have live betting, not so live when people hear it,
I
but
know.
live
But you
for us.
idiots, you dum
Yep.
dums.
I did win. Let me just double check, but I believe I won a parlay. I did. I won a parlay. I bet Clemson plus 6.5 and Connecticut to cover the 11.5 spread.
Ooh,
Yeah, that was
ooh,
a
little
plus, and
gambling dick.
with a bonus on it, it was a plus 34 or 344 bet. And then, of course, in true Jeff fashion, I bet on players in the Connecticut game. I bet Jaden Ledee over 19.5 total
Oh,
points.
Jaden Ledee, the guy's a bum.
And he scored 18, and the other two guys I bet on covered. So in true Jeff fashion, I missed another multi-part parlay by a very, very, very small amount.
Close.
Yeah. But Connecticut won by 30. So the fact that my bracket has Connecticut taking it all is still, confidence is high. Again, I repeat, confidence is high.
Nice. Do as an opening day baseball? I mean, I didn't know like spring season baseball is so long now. I didn't realize it. Like every time I'd be at the gym and I'd see baseball highlights. Like this morning, I was like, "Oh, is it finally the season?" And it's like, no. But then it's like opening day today, and I was like, "Wow." I remember the only opening day I ever really celebrated. There was a guy I knew from a bar, but he was like a big Twins fan, and it might have been I don't know if the Yanks and Twins were going to start off that year, but he was like, "Yeah, chili dogs, beers," and I was like, "Okay, yeah, sure." It's like pretty low stakes the
Okay.
first game of the year, but hey, the Yanks are on pace to be 162-0. You gotta love it, huh?
Yeah, man. Can't complain. I've done that a couple times. One year, I want to say it was 2012. I took the day off from work. I've taken it off probably half the amount of times in the last 15 years. Working from home, certainly not as much pressure to take the day off from work because I can just put it on. But I've taken the day off from work and like purposely cooked hot dogs and bought bagged shelled peanuts and like made
Oh,
myself enjoy hot dogs and peanuts
did you let
and
him get all over the
beer in a
floor?
plastic cup. Huh?
Did you let him get all over the floor?
I mean, let them, or did they, because I am who I
Yeah,
am?
just
Yes, they
crack him,
did get on the floor.
drop him on the ground. Yeah.
Like I am the quintessential messy peanut or popcorn eater. If I focused all of my energy to ensure popcorn did not get on the couch if I'm eating popcorn watching a movie, or if I'm at a movie theater and I did everything in my power to make sure that I wasn't just covered in kernels, it would not matter. And I would not be able to achieve such amazing feats. It's just
covered
the way
in
I eat
kernels now.
popcorn. I am an aggressive
you-
popcorn eater.
Do you try to like put popcorn in your mouth like enough that will fit, or do you try to fit everything into your hand into your mouth? You know what I mean? Like, do you put enough? Do you just scoop a handful and just try to shove it all in, like mash it in there, like crush it on
So
its
it
way
probably
in?
comes as no surprise that I am not picking out like 3-finger pinching popcorn bit by bit. That's not how Jeff eats popcorn. I definitely power blast it like a skill crane going down and getting a handful. And then I think the first couple.
That's what she said.
Thank you. The first few munches are like a bit by bit. And then once it's like half a handful, I'm like, this is probably enough that can fit in my mouth. And it's just like this funneling shovel action. And I think that's probably where things go awry.
Well, I think that eating style is a real home run.
Let's just start.
The wrong part of the song. Here we go. I got it. Oh no, wait. I just realized it wasn't even probably recording. Oh my god. We got it. Let's go. It's the first game of the year.
Episode 1 problems.
I forgot that. I didn't forget, but I forgot that like the sound is just all fucky now. So I really ruined it by playing That's What She Said, but it was worth it.
Yeah,
you're shoving it in your face.
Yeah, no. This episode is, it's still one of our first go arounds. We're in the 60s now,
latest.
but Matt's
gotta be right.
really about to break into his own as far as production. He's really gonna bust out of his shell soon. I'm really excited for it.
Well, I can tell you that I am back on my bullshit in terms of Lagunitas Hoppy Refresher. 0 alcohol, folks. I'm back in the game, as in back out of the game. Let's go. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling another streak. I've been feeling it for a minute. Just wanting to like dial it back again. But I was like, I'll wait till after the trip. Because there's no way I'm gonna like,
Yeah, no, I mean
drinks, but
I'm in that boat too. I'm kind of like because of this weekend, I'm like, I'm like, that was hard. It's probably something I could partake in as well. So maybe I need to hop on the hop train,
refresh
off of the train. Yeah, that's all confusing. Is that sold at Weggies in Auburn?
Yeah, it is. So it's the Lagunitas version. Yeah. We also have, I think I got a couple other things, but even like, I forgot how delicious this is because I relied on it a lot last summer and into the fall, but I haven't had it obviously in a long time because I only drink it when I'm not drinking alcohol. But it is fucking delicious. It almost gave me the kind of dopamine just from its taste of the good old days, when I used to be able to sleep through the night or, make good decisions.
Right.
That kind of stuff.
Right. Maybe I should try that.
Yeah,
I got to find that.
Yeah, I don't know. Plus, I have like, I'm racking up the doctor's appointments. I'm going to the allergist next week to finally do that. Like, I'll probably have to get allergy shots. We probably mentioned it, but I want to take care of that shit because I just can't. It's hard for me to enjoy like boozing too, even when I have like sinus headaches and inflammation. Because then you're like, am I drunk or do I have allergies? Why do I have a headache all the time? What's going on?
If I can eliminate one of these possibilities, that would really help me out.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
yeah,
also it's
I respect
like,
that.
There's a lot to do in the summer here. There's not a lot to do in the winter. So maybe drinking's a winter sport. Whereas summer, I want to get up again. I want to get up early. I want to do shit. I want to go fishing, get up and at it, see the sun, see green grass once in a while. So I'm looking forward to it.
Up and at them.
Yeah. Plus, I got to get that swim bod back.
Back? You had it?
Okay. All right.
I want to achieve it. Finally.
Boom.
Okay.
Roasted.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know what? I'm gonna say I'm gonna get myself a 4-pack this summer. I'm gonna get myself like an old man, like a dad 4-pack. Like I used to be an athlete kind of thing. That's my goal. I mean, the donut. I'll never get rid of the donut down there that just hovers. But
right.
if I can get a couple top layers, the top sets to just be slightly defined. That's my goal.
Okay. I can't picture
yeah.
what you actually mean, but you're like, if I could have a 2.5 to 3-pack.
Yeah.
I don't.
I can see a line on my tummy, even if I have to draw it in by the end of the summer, I will.
Right. Spray tan.
I'll do it.
Just kind of make it.
Oh yeah, sun. I can't wait for sun.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
There's people that go into Planet Fitness, and I can see them because it's usually I'm in there anywhere from like 11 to like 12:30 usually, and the people that just take their lunches to come in and just go into the spray. What do they use? They use like an infrared tan thing. I don't know, but that's like I think that's the only reason they have a Planet Fitness membership is to come in and get that lunchtime tan. I'm like, it's probably I don't know if that's the right. I mean, $25 a month for that black card experience. Maybe it's the cheapest tan in town. I don't know. But then I was like, should I? Yeah. Should I do it?
I think you should. I think you.
Hey, have you ever done it? Like,
have I ever tanned?
A tan of some kind, either a tanning bed or a spray,
nothing,
or any. I don't know what else there is.
I don't know either, but no. I remember when like Zoom tan became a really big thing in like that like early 2000s when everybody in the club. Yeah, because they had one in Oswego too, a Zoom tan, or
that was just straight tanning bed.
Oh wait, no, tanning bed. No, the OG tanning bed. That's what the original one was called. Just the tanning bed.
It was called the tanning bed.
Yeah. Before like they were popular, you could just name your place the tanning bed. Yeah. And one of my fraternity brothers was actually the manager of the one in Oswego. And dude, he thought he was the coolest cat in town because it's like, yo, I can give chicks free passes to tanning. Like, I'm king of the castle here in Oswego.
Yep. Just doling out those Playboy bunny stickers to put on your hip.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, that was hot. The days of the hip hugger jeans. Little Hollister, get that little Playboy bunny right there, or the peace sign. Just that skin that was so dark, it was unhealthy, like wildly unhealthy. Like you could tell. It's like, wait, that's what color your skin normally is?
Not even close.
Yeah. But I do like a good just being outside tan though. That's right. Yeah, that's right. We talked about it last year, because you got to deal with the. I mean, I got to deal with it too, but the full head burn into tan and the peeling and all that.
Yeah,
this is gonna be a rough summer for me. I can feel the baldness is real. The thinning. If I go swimming this year, it's gonna be a hair loss commercial for sure. Just where all the the water's really gonna expose me. I mean, right now it looks super thick. I know what you're all thinking. It's super thick and full hair, but believe me, when it gets wet, it's like a cat.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing, man. Is when you shave it, what you're able to do is then just SPF it. So like that's your saving grace. Is if you do at some point decide to shave it, that's when you can lather it up. So just be aware.
I got to work on my head shape somehow.
You gotta.
I don't know what I gotta do. I gotta figure out.
Well, if you're gonna exercise your abs, you can maybe exercise your head into better shape. Yeah, that all seems like Uh, if you
Series
are
of
not
painful
watching,
exercises.
you are lucky, but I think he's trying to exercise his
Just
eyes and mouth and nose, but it
moving
looks like
everything on the
he's
head.
tweaking.
Borderline seizure. Um,
Okay. Okay.
so, well, how are you going to give up? You're definitely not going to give up the drink this weekend because you're living like a man in his 20s. You got back to back party weekends, basically. So
I don't.
we just left, and now you're going to a cabin. So that's why we're
Yeah, but
recording
like
early
I don't
at
have to.
night.
I don't have to drink up
You
there.
don't, you don't have to. Is it going to be more chill? So you're going to go to the family cabin this weekend?
I'd like to. I'd like to
Yeah.
have it be a
Like,
little bit more laid back.
okay.
I didn't think. I mean, what I should do is enjoy the outdoors, and the problem is like I can't go too aggressive, like hike a actual mountain because if it's slippery or anything, that's what worries me about actually going up, like hiking some of the smaller hills in the Adirondacks. Hills, mount. I mean, I guess they're mountains, but
Hmm.
there's peaks that take about, I don't know, 45 minutes to an hour to get up to the top. So it's not like it's a big time commitment, but there are some surfaces where I'm just like worried about slipping on them. But I mean, nonetheless, I can still walk around the cabin area and just get out and do that stuff. But it'll be a little nippy, so we'll
Is it?
see. Got it's not. I don't think it's going to be horrible. I think it's supposed to be in the 40s, which I've been up there and have it be. I've seen -29 up there. I think that's the coldest I've ever seen when I was up there. Was -29. That was cold,
That is
as
cold.
one can
Holy shit.
imagine. Yeah,
Yeah.
50. It was weird to say it could be 50 degrees warmer and it'd still be freezing. Like that. That's a weird thing to be able to say. Actually, 60. It could be 60 degrees warmer than what it was and still be freezing.
Technically be freezing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck. Damn. That's
Yeah.
frigid.
Yeah.
Did
But
we ever discuss? Because
yeah,
it's like spring break
I could
time.
chillax. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, for all the college kids are coming back.
Yeah.
Did we? I don't. Do we ever go over spring break stories here? Did you ever have any like notable spring break experiences?
No, in college I never went. I never did any of those big trips that like Oswego would always have like a bus or two go down to like Daytona. Daytona was one, Panama
Wow.
City. But I never went. Um, I never really had like the financial means to like. I mean, I never had the discipline to save for it and then go to it. But so no, I never really had much of a spring break story to share. Yeah, mm-mm. I got nothing. I
I was
got
thinking.
nothing for you.
I like really don't remember what I used to do during spring break. Because there's kids that come back and they work like at Wegmans. I'm like, oh, that's a noble thing to do. Come back, make some money for a week, just be productive. But I literally don't remember. I mean, there was one vacation I did, but every other time, I mean, I think I just came home and must have played GameCube or something. And I feel like I never lined up with anybody else's spring
Okay.
breaks, like Colgate's for some reason. But yeah, senior year, I did go. I guess the senior trip, like what seniors normally do, would go to Hilton Head in South Carolina. So I'm not going to say that I had the funds, but I spent money I didn't have, I think, to go there. But it was cool. It was like we did like a road trip in a buddy's little Subaru hatchback, probably like five of us in five seats, basically
Nice.
that kind of tightness. Um, and I don't remember all of it exactly, but I remember there being like it's like renting out a house sort of near the beach and there being 25 people within like four rooms or something like that. And it's so
Wow.
funny because I could barely remember what happened during that at all, except for It was like one of the first times I remember like actually feeling like I got stoned. Like, cause I had smoked some in college, but this is the first time I remember like being around a table. I think we were playing cards and just like dying. I don't remember why, but I was fucking cheesing so hard, laughing so hard. And I don't remember what, but I was like, this feels good. I like this.
I
That's probably
like
what kicked off
this.
my initial, initial like weed's great kind of thing for a little while. Now we drove back. We all picked up fireworks in Pennsylvania before we got to New York. And then, because I
Mhm.
think we had like basically the way I think we had like a week in between graduation or school ending and graduation, so we all had to stay there anyway before graduation, just chilling in the houses, partying basically. And we used fireworks one day in the parking lot, just firing them off. And I just remember because there was this one kid, like the cops came, everybody runs in except for one guy who lit his Roman candle too late and just had to sit out there with it and hold it so it didn't like he didn't didn't start shooting off the
Uh,
car. So he just had to he held the torch for us as the symbolic arrest. I
literally.
think. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. It's like later, Brian. As everybody runs inside, and he's just out there.
We'll see
He's
you.
got a
All
Roman
right, man.
candle going off.
We'll
It's like
see you.
no, no.
I
I don't remember if
don't
they
know
arrested
what's
him. They may have, but
happening.
but yeah, it was just like one of those kind of deals that I don't really remember, and I think it was fun. So I guess I'm glad I did it, but I never, yeah, um, never was on like the MTV The Grind or Spring Break. Do you remember that shit? Talk about some
I
titillating
for
television in the '90s.
I forgot how like hard MTV pushed the concept of spring break.
Yeah,
Because remember their whole sets were down there. So like TRL was at spring break. I
dude,
remember they
singled
would do
out.
like all the bands. Singled Out was at spring break. Say What
Yeah,
Karaoke was at spring break.
yep. And then they just had a
Oh
show called
man.
The Grind, which was people just dancing, hosted by Dan Cortez. Beauty and the
Dan
Beach. And they used to do these
Cortez.
game shows of like basically just. I just remember watching it because it was basic cable hotties. It's like
Uh-huh.
late night television. We used to be like that too.
Dude, Singled Out. What in the world? Jenny McCarthy and Carmen Electra, I think, were the hosts of Single, or like the side girls
Well,
with
Chris
Chris
Hardwick
Hardwick.
was. Yeah, yeah. And
Chris
then yeah,
Hardwick
they
was the
switched
host, but
off.
I think
Yeah.
that's where we got
Yeah.
introduced to Jenny McCarthy. Then
Oh
she
yeah.
got big, and I'm pretty sure Carmen Electra replaced her.
Oh yeah. That was big for us. That was
It was like
pre-internet.
the dating
That was
show, but
huge.
the
Yeah.
dater got to started with like 25 contestants and narrowed it down from there.
Dude, basic
Oh
cable,
man.
dude, softcore was huge. Remember yeah, so the how whatever it's called, I forgot. Entertainment channel. At night it would have
Yeah.
Howard Stern on at like
Heck
11
yeah.
or something. So it was awesome to watch like
And it was like
whatever,
a
was
recap
on
from
that.
like that day's episode or something.
Yeah. So
Like crunched
half the
into
time we'd
like
be
an
a porn
hour.
star or something, or just be hilarious. And then
Mhm.
after that, it would be like Wild on E, Jules Asner,
Wild
or some kind of like
on.
Wild on
I do remember the
Ibiza or
name, but
Abita.
I don't remember what it was.
I don't remember all the shows, but it was always definitely like just oiled up, basically Playboy bunnies or something on a beach. So when I got that cable box in the room, I was like, fuck yeah, dude, let's go. This is freedom. That was pre-internet, dude.
Did
Wow.
you have a cable box in your original bedroom or not until
I
you
probably
moved?
think I did. We used to do this fun. I think this actually is fun now, looking back on it, although it seemed torturous at the time. What my parents did was I think we had one TV and three kids. So they used to do this fun little contest of like whoever had the cleanest room that week got to have the TV and the cable box or
Oh,
something. And I was
really?
rarely a winner. I was rarely a winner. So it made it
Yeah,
all the
dude.
more special when I
I
did get
feel
it.
like
So
I feel
yeah.
like your twin sister. I feel like Sarah would have held it most of the time because
Yes.
if I'm not mistaken,
Yeah.
Emily had birds in her room, or at least
Yeah.
a
And bird
bird.
shit all over.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like that's hard to win if you have that going on.
Mm-hmm.
But
I was rarely a
the
winner,
Dell
so I had to
computer
like
was
save it
at the
all
end
up.
of the
Yeah.
hallway. So if we wanted to use the computer, we had to go to the end of the hallway in like the little
Oh, that's
office
right. Yeah.
closet.
The little sewing room or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of makeshift room. Yeah.
The gateway.
Holy shit. Gateway 2000 came in the cow
Yep.
box. Uh, But it's like one of those. I think I got it. Like once in a while, I would really like clean my room. It's like I gotta have this TV, and I think I probably still wouldn't be cleaner, but it was like I tried enough. You tried enough, so I could have it, and I'd have to cram it all into a week. All of my E Hollywood, or once in a while, like TLC, the Learning Channel, used to have like a sex documentary on that you could like just see, you know, the anatomy.
Figure stuff out. Take
Yeah.
notes.
Oh shit. Oh, that's how that works. Ooh, I think they're showing infrared sex, so we can see see what it looks like. So we
Mm-hmm.
can see
Mm-hmm.
coitus. Yeah, this is hot. This is very sexy.
Literally, I can tell by the
Yeah.
infrared. It's
Yeah.
hot.
I like this. This is nice, man. That was a time.
Yeah.
Well, I figured we just catch up on bullshit. I don't even want to pull the wheel out this week because
Okay.
I didn't look all a bunch of stuff up, but I do have a bunch of notes from stuff maybe we didn't cover yet. So maybe we can use that as like a catch up, maybe on a few things.
I like ketchup.
You know, coffee and ketchup. Coffee and ketchup.
Mm-hmm.
We came up with that. I saw the merch. I've seen it.
Merch.
Ooh, college too. I was thinking about that this week too because my I was listening to my headphones and they were giving me some trouble. My Beats, my 2 sets of Beats, and I was like, this is real annoying. And then I was trying to think about the headphones I used to wear to the gym in college or whatever with my MP3 player, like generic compact MP3 player that functionally was just a full CD, but I could mix it. I could spend 30 minutes putting different songs on every time, like 15 to 20 songs on a just an MP3 player that was the size of like a pack of cigarettes or something like that.
Yep.
Maybe a little smaller. But those headphones used to be so shitty, just like the little, I mean, always bunched up, super tinny, like just hurt your ears all the time. And I used to try to work out with that shit. I mean, barely work out.
For the longest time, headphones just went from shitty to kind of shitty to shittier. Like, so headphones, you figure I'm going to start at the line where it was like a bar of metal, a thin piece of metal going over your head, and then two very poofy, yet not poofy enough to prevent plastic
Super
from
hard
slamming into
underneath,
your ears. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like there was that. That was like the age of like Walkman and stuff. Then we started getting craftier with it was still corded headphones, but the ones that you could plug into your CD player. Then we started getting ones that like started going like that behind the head, but they were still wrapped around and like they kind of compressed like this, like pressed behind your
Yeah.
head, but they like still pushed on the sides. Sometimes they went over ear, but they're still kind of uncomfortable. Certainly not audio quality to brag about. So like, and then we went to the small ones, but were still corded. And those were a pain in the ass too. Like,
Never comfortable.
no.
Just perpetually
And
painful.
I
All the same
feel
size.
like
Everything.
every time I see someone walking by with AirPods, I feel like saying, I feel like my ears hurt when I look at people wearing AirPods because I'm like, they've never felt like they fit in my ears. So I'm like, are my ears, my inner ears misshapen? Like, why do pods constantly fall out of my ears? But Apple shows people dancing with AirPods and doing backflips and shit. And when I sneeze, I fucking lose a pod. Now, I've never bought expensive ones because they always fall out and they hurt like hell. So I've always been a big over the ear jogger headphone type thing. But I don't know. I've never been really, really content with any headphones I've owned in 30 years of headphoning.
I just remember, like, even the inner earbuds, I was like, oh, these are going to be great for walking and shit or going to the metro. I was in DC. I just remember just having to, like, really wedge them in, like, twist them and just shove them in to, like, now
Good. Get in
it's no
there real
surprise. I feel
good.
like, yeah, I'm definitely going deaf. I can tell. Like, just slowly, not slowly. It's like noticeably I'm losing my hearing now just because I used to just blast, just, there's, I mean, I don't know if how the sound was made in the headphone, but it would, whatever. It was just electric tinny kind of like it's basically like little boom boxes that you shoved in your ear that everybody else could hear around you too. Like they were never like silent to the crowd around you. Like if somebody had their headphones
Definitely
loud, everybody
live
could hear it.
concerts. Live concerts, I really got to understand that I should probably be bringing like earplugs.
I have been
I
doing
think in
that
I think
lately.
at
Yeah,
40 I got to start really avidly making sure I'm bringing earplugs.
yeah. I do that now. It's probably too little, too late, but I want to try, try to at least
Right.
save a little
Right.
bit here and
It's
then I
like
got
quitting
left.
smoking right now. It's like, well, yeah, damage is done, but you know, still okay to quit now. So I'm gonna quit loud music. Cold turkey. No, I
Um,
guess I'm gonna do the vaping of loud music. I'm still gonna go to the live shows. I'm just gonna put headphone. I'm just gonna put like somewhat muffling things
yeah.
to me.
Just listen to the music as you're listening
Yeah.
to the
I
show,
already
so
sit
you're
down
still
at
get.
concerts. Like I scope out if there's good seats where I can sit and watch live music. Fuck yeah, dude. I'll sit the fuck out of a concert. Love a good seat.
Yeah, uh, yeah, same. I love a good
My
back
feet
center,
hurt, my back hurts,
seat.
everything hurts.
What do you so in relation sort of to like well because I was thinking about it the same day as the headphones at the gym. What do you wear to
Mhm.
the gym? Let's start there. Like when you do the elliptical, what's your kind of fit?
Well, I actually have like workout shirts, like a wiki type material. It's loose fitting though. I'm
Hmm.
not wearing anything form fitting. Um, Shorts. I have two types of workout shorts. I have like your typical gym shorts. But then I also have gym shorts that are like dual layered that you would wear sans undergarment because there actually is like a tight form fitting undergarment holding
Hmm.
everything in place and then like look sports looking shorts over those. Um, those are pretty nice because those help with like running so that things aren't rubbing up against each other and creating a campfire in my crotchal area. Um,
Definitely.
and what's nice is that there's also like a pocket for my phone on like the part that's tighter, so like that's nice. So yeah, I go with that. Go with the loose fitting shirt, but that's thin and wicking. Um, and then yeah, I have over the ear headphones. I used to wear a headband to like help with sweat, but now I just kind of like sweat and rub my shirt on it because like some places are
Yeah.
weird and like they really don't want you wearing bandanas. I think it's for like gang purposes, but I'm like, are you really looking to enforce that on me when I walk in? They're like, oh, geez, here we go, another gang war. So I've never been told not to wear bandanas, but a lot of places say no bandanas. So I used to wear them because when you're bald, you need bandana to make sure sweat doesn't go all over you. Like bald people sweat a lot. That's just how this works.
Yeah. And when you're old, you need to blow your nose.
Nope.
Get a nice little hanky.
Nope. Not a handkerchief. Nope. That's for my grandpa. He used a handkerchief, and even as a kid, I'm like, I don't get it. So you blow your nose in a tissue, but that tissue is the same tissue you use all day, and you just stuff it in your pocket, so your pocket's full of boogers. I'm like, I'm not sure I understand or want to understand what that is. Do you use that?
I do. Would you like me to open it up?
No. Why? Why do you stop that? Stop. Folks, he has like a goldish mustard colored
It's
hanky.
it's orange in my world, but yeah.
All right. Well,
It's your
and
traditional handkerchief pattern. It's actually a Tito's
now
one, but
why
uh,
where did tissues wrong you that started becoming a thing?
they don't. I just keep it. I mean, it strictly is like an emergency need. Like I don't like if I can't get to tissues quick enough or something like that, especially because I'm walking around the store, stuff like that. I rarely have to use it, like maybe once a week, but I don't wash it once a week. I just keep it. Um, Especially
What are
as a
you
man of the
doing?
allergies. I choose a different spot all the time. It's okay. I can do that, you know?
I'm not in trouble at all.
I can just use it whenever I want to. I mean, I prefer a good tissue, but it is strictly an emergency
No,
because
no,
I
no.
hate. Well, I don't want to do.
You don't get
I don't
to
want to do
support
this.
tissues now.
I don't want to do like the just wiping my nose with my shirt kind of thing. So I have it. I rarely have to use it, but when I do, um, I'm glad I have it. I'll say that.
Mm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
but for the gym fit, the reason I bring it up because number one, well, those shorts are great. I always wear the dual purpose short, like the tights with the outer short, the outer layer. Love them.
Yeah.
Keep the junk in tow. I have like a runner's hat that I can sweat into. So it's it's like a easy, lighter material, blah blah blah. But I wanted to get to the shorts because I saw something I haven't seen in a long, long time the other day, which was not only was a guy in front of me on a treadmill wearing like the long basketball shorts, kind of like the and one, that
Past the
style, like
knee.
they're that baggy, yeah, that baggy, but they were sort of, they wasn't like sagging it, but they were just enough uh, where I could see his red plaid boxers bunching up outside the waistline. And I was like, holy fuck, you're wearing straight up regular boxer shorts under big
Boxers.
baggy. Yes, yes. I'm like, I can't even wear those in my regular life anymore, let alone
Right.
like running. Like that's gotta hurt. So, or best case, it's just bunched up to one side, and there's at least some kind of like guardrail between one side of your nuts and legs.
That sounds
Like I don't know what the best
awful.
case is. It's just if they're not riding up, just balls flopping around, swinging.
Yep.
I'm just
Slapping
like I
leg.
can't imagine. I can't imagine that feeling anymore. It scared me. It almost made me throw up. I had to stop. Um, but it's just, it's an era. It's definitely a guy from an era. Our era, really, probably, because that was definitely a thing for a while, maybe a little bit older
Yeah.
than us. But yeah, this just, I think I have a
Oh
friend
yeah.
named Chris who still just wears the straight up boxer short. And you can tell because once in a while it's hard for regular boxer shorts to not like come up, not to scrunch up.
Yeah.
They're gonna get tight one way or another. Might as well just have them start tight. That's my idea.
Yeah.
Get your me undies.
You're just
Yeah,
wearing shorts with a crotch
yeah.
flap. That's all you're doing. And then
Especially,
you're
yeah.
putting other pants and shorts over that.
There's nobody our age that has any business wearing boxer shorts. You just
Mm-mm.
can't survive that way. That's just pain,
Mm-mm.
lack of
Boxer
hygiene.
briefs.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah,
It's
that's
got a
not
bush.
okay.
What the hell?
What the
No, it's
hell?
not.
Um,
It's got a bush.
yeah, I can't. I mean,
Uh,
you go through phases of that. You go through like what's your primary sock game these days? What's your sock game
I
like?
do. I go probably just underneath the calf. I don't
Okay.
go fully low anymore. I go a little bit up
Now
with like
is this year round regardless of what you're wearing?
basically.
Oh.
I wear kind of the
Oh.
same socks all the time. So more for
See, I
comfort, but
don't.
I have like these ones from a Quicksilver or Adidas. They're all kind of the same height, same kind of like thickness. That's really what I go for.
If I'm wearing pants, I wear long socks and I pull them like halfway out my shin. If I'm wearing pants.
Okay.
If it's summer and I'm wearing shorts of some sort, I like below the ankle socks, but I can't risk having a sock like in the winter. If I'm wearing like a boot, I can't have a sock that's shorter than the height of the shoe.
Sure. We've all made
That's
that mistake.
illegal. No, that's
Yeah.
terrible. That's terrible. Your sock has to
That's
exceed the height
terrible.
of the boot. It has to, or else it's maximum awkwardness. I can't do it. So,
Yeah, I'll throw some ankle
but,
socks in for like the tan, or some shorts,
but
but
in the summer of 2023, I was blessed with the understanding and the discovery of Hey Dudes. And now I have multiple pairs of Hey Dudes, which are my summer shoe of choice, and they are the first shoe I've ever been able to confidently wear without socks. And I love it. I love not having to
Yeah.
have socks on with my Hey Dudes.
Yeah, it's tough to pull that off, but those, especially because you can wash them, right? They're pretty light.
Mm-hmm.
Once in a while, I'll wear my Vans without socks, but you can't do it too much. But again, you can wash those too. They won't stink up too bad, not as much as like a sneaker will.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sneaker you definitely
yeah.
can't.
See,
You definitely
I
can't.
made that
If you
mistake
think
for
you
a summer
can,
once.
for
Yeah,
anyone out there that thinks it's okay that you do that, it's not. Don't do
yeah.
that.
It'll come back to haunt you for sure. Yeah.
Yep. Old sneaky feets.
I'm excited. I'm anxiously awaiting my summer wardrobe though. I did hit up
Oh my
Marshalls
God.
the other
Yeah.
day because for some reason when I got back from your place, my
Mhm.
belt decided it was going to break,
Nice.
and I was like, "Good, great excuse for me to go to Marshalls."
Perfect.
Nothing yet, but I'm excited. I didn't. I was like, you know what? I got to come back when I got some time. I want to really
Mm.
treat myself to a shopping experience. I don't know what I'm going to get, but it's very exciting. Like, who is Matt Jones in the summer of 2024? We don't know.
Right.
He won't be drinking enough, that's for sure. But his chest hair will be a gleaming white. I can already foresee that.
Wow.
I just noticed that
What a
this
weird
morning.
prediction.
That was
You
rough to
got
see.
great
I hadn't
chest
really
hair now?
noticed that. Yeah, it's pretty. It's mostly noticeable now. I don't know why it just snuck
Mhm.
up on me, or I didn't notice it. But I was like, because once in a while, I'll not every I'll trim my armpit hairs, especially once it starts getting warmer, because I don't want to. I don't know if it really helps me sweat less, but it feels better. I was like, oh, let's tackle these chesticle hairs, and I was like,
Mhm.
whoa, oh my god, old man scalp right in between the titties.
Yeah.
It's just like Noah parting the brown and red seas, just leaving way for just a
Perfectly put.
sandy, little sandy hairs.
Is that in the
It's
God
kind of
Bless
a
the
bummer.
USA Bible
Yeah.
as
Mm-hmm.
endorsed by Donald J. Trump?
Yeah. And Moses parted the seas, the white seas.
The white seas. Oh boy.
Come at us, comment section. Come at
Oh,
us.
what is
That's real
up?
political.
Oh
That's real
man, we just
political.
hit
Oh
religion.
shit.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
And politics. Here, would you care to I really wanted to do Nintendo trivia with you last week.
Uh-huh.
I think we should just do it just because. Do you think we
Okay.
should?
Break
Sorry.
the
Now that
rules,
we
man.
lost the Trump truthers have all left. All right,
That's
we're ready for
fine.
some Nintendo. Yeah,
Now we're ready for some Nintendo
they're
trivia.
all
That's
out of
right.
here. Yeah,
All right.
all the real
I'll
fans
allow
stick
it.
around.
I'll allow it.
All right.
That makes me think that it's
So
really hard
Nintendo trivia.
Okay.
Well, no, I did it in the spirit of questions that I knew the answer to,
Right.
but I did have multiple choice. So I'll ask you the question. You get 5, and you guess first, and then do multiple choice after.
Okay. Yeah.
Some of these are actually too easy now, I realize. Okay. Which Nintendo character made its debut in the 1992 Dreamland and is known for its ability to inhale enemies and copy their abilities?
Oh, you didn't even need to go into the description. That's my
I
boy
know. I was like,
Kirby.
that was too easy. Why did I put that on there? I guess
I
because
don't
I knew
know.
it and it was real easy. What year was the Nintendo Entertainment System first released?
Is that in the United States of America? Is that what we're going off of? I'm assuming.
Yes. Yeah.
I want to say I have two options going through my head. It's either I want to say it's either 85 or 87. I'm going to say 1985. Nice. Nice.
1983 in Japan.
Okay.
I always remember it's 85 because I just, for some reason, I remember that on the bottom of Mario, starting it every time. All right.
Nice.
This is where it gets a little challenging.
All right.
Well, it depends because this game was a big part of my. Well, I watched it a lot during COVID. I'll say that. I never really played it myself, but I may have watched hours of this game being played. In the Animal Crossing series, what is the name of the
Shit.
Tanuki character who runs the in-game store where players can buy and sell items?
I'm going to need multiple choice.
Okay. A. Tom Nook. B. KK Slider. C. Isabel. D. Rover.
I don't even know why I asked. None of those.
Okay.
KK.
So you got no
KK
exposure to this
Slider.
ever.
KK Slider.
Oh, no.
Shut up! You're killing me, Smalls.
Yep.
No. It's not that
Okay.
I guess you would have to have exposed. It's Tom Nook. But you can fly from out. So
No.
my friend Sarah, and her friends on the Switch all got into Animal Crossing during COVID and would spend dozens of hours playing it almost every day. And all you literally do is you go around, you basically build your house, you go farming, you dig shit, you build moats, you travel from island to island. It's just like a life experience game. There's rarely any parts like you don't fight anything necessarily, or it's not like bosses or anything like that. You're just living a second
It's
life, a cute
existence.
little second life with little animal. Yeah.
It's
And I
Avatar
used to watch her
concepts.
play it all the time. Yeah. I guess it's been around for a while, but I
Wow.
never really played it. But yeah, that Tom Nook, very crafty salesman.
It's the most simple game in the world, and Matt didn't even play it. He watched someone play it.
Well, this was what was bogus about it. So Sarah bought it on my Switch. She's using it, and I was like, okay, I'll go and make an account. And it wouldn't let you build more than one account per game. So I was like, I'm not gonna buy another version of this to play it. That's
wow.
lame.
That's where they get you, huh?
But as far as I know, it's still like an active community and people still play it. So I don't even know what islands are like at this point. But again, it's like very COVID nostalgia. Yeah.
I'm aware of
Super
it, but I
Mario
know
Brothers
nothing about it.
2. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know if it's cutesy game. Super Mario Brothers 2. Which character has the unique ability to float in the air for a short period after jumping?
Matt, Julie.
Yeah, too easy.
Julie. That's.
Julie.
I'm gonna say Princess because I don't think she was known as Peach yet. So I think Princess Toadstool would be my answer.
Well, I guess I see why you're saying that. That is not the answer for this question.
Wait, what's the question
They went
again?
With which character has the unique ability to float in Super Mario Brothers 2? Which character has the unique ability to float in the air for a short period after jumping?
Are they calling Luigi's flutter kick a float?
That's what they're doing. Yes.
That's fucking stupid. And that's what you get for reading someone else's question. Clown. I'm getting 2 points for that because of your amateur bullshit. You know Peach floats. She literally hovers left to right. Luigi doesn't float. He flutter kicks and kind of yeah.
He goes up a little bit.
Yeah, it's official protest.
That'll be raised with the committee.
Yeah, well.
In the game, well, this is just another one if you played it or you didn't, I guess. In the game Super Mario Galaxy, what is the name of the star-shaped companion that assists Mario in his spacefaring adventure?
I
guess
did
it's in
play
the movie,
Galaxy.
but I don't know if they name it. Oh, you did? Okay.
I played Galaxy for the Wii back in the day. And I have it
Great pair of games.
Switch. I have it on Switch. I just haven't played it on Switch. I actually, because when I bought the combo of that and Mario 64 and Mario Sunshine, I think I'm 80 some stars into Mario 64 because I wanted to play. That's the main reason I bought it. But yeah, I did play Galaxy, but I think I'm going to get it on the multiple choice, but I do need those multiple choice.
Yeah, and these are all right. I'll give them to you. A. Luma, B. Starbit, C. Comet, D. Galaxian.
Luma.
That is correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
Figured that was
Yeah.
none of the other ones are even really like close. But yeah.
A new high score!
What does high score mean? New high score, is that bad?
I watched it the other day after we talked about
Did
it.
you after you talked
I
about it?
did.
Nice.
I watched Grandma's Boy.
Yeah. I saw it was just must have just come to Hulu or something because I saw it recommended on there, or it was like new
Yeah,
to
that's
Hulu.
where I watched it.
So I'll have to give it a go. Yeah. Did it
so
still hold
good.
up?
It does. And I forget, like, it's funny on Hulu that for the category, I think its category is comedy and video games. I think that's literally like what they categorize it on Hulu as, a video game movie.
Just see what other movies they list as video game movies. I'm curious. I mean,
Yeah,
we
I'm not
talked
sure
about
that's a hefty. I'm not sure it's a
several of
hefty
them.
category. Well, try to think of other games that you could arguably call video game movies. Obviously, The Wizard.
I mean, we notoriously did The Wizard on this program.
Yeah. War games, feasibly.
Yes, definitely. Yeah.
What are some other video game based movies?
Like about video. I mean, we talked about
anything.
Well, your
Free
place.
Guy.
We talked about Free Guy. Yeah, solid.
Mm-hmm.
What was the one? Not down with Pixel. Not as hype.
Ready Player One.
On that one. Ready Player One. Duh. Love it.
Trying to think of even
just like.
So, can you tell me this?
What?
Tell me this. In console and handheld, what are we doing when we're trying to portray people playing video games in movies casually? When it's not a part of the game, or like when it's not a part of the movie or TV, but they're like trying to put them in a setting. Everyone is always jamming their controllers and doing this action a lot.
Oh God, we must have talked about this before because that's one of my biggest pet peeves. I happen to have a controller. Ooh, dusty. Haven't used, but it's always like because even on because like there's triggers on here. If you're watching on like most controllers now, there's triggers on the shoulders, and people never or they just don't play. They don't put them on there. That bugs me so much. And they're just like. They're just moving the control sticks, but not pressing the button. And it's like, did you even research this role at all?
Yeah, that's how little you researched life going into this. That's like the people that when they're driving, their hands are going like this. I'm like, that's not how driving works.
I know,
like,
yeah.
Why is the
Drive
wheel
like
turning? You're not doing
yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, dude, I'm trying to think. I can't think of the exact one, but I've seen ones where like they're holding like a Game Gear or a Game Boy and there's not even a fucking cartridge in it. I'm like, stop. Who's sending this movie out and being like, yep, we fucking nailed it. Here's the scene where the kid's playing a video game. We only got money for one shot.
That sounds familiar to me. That sounds so familiar.
I know.
What are you playing, Reese? Oh, it's in Malcolm in the Middle, maybe. There's no cartridge in your Game Boy. Oh, yeah, here, I can share this. Or can I? Let's see.
Screen. Well, we know how good you are with kind of sharing sometimes.
Here, can you see it? Is this what you were thinking of? There's this.
Yeah, like stuff like that's fucking brutal, dude.
It's not even in there.
I'm like, what are we doing?
We're so sensitive to that.
40-year-old virgin. He's playing Mortal Kombat in a gaming chair. I go, there is so much wrong with that. I'm like,
with just the joystick on the right. Yeah. Or it's all on one side too, so he's just like holding it and just like.
Yeah, I'm like, excuse me, sir, that is not how any of that works.
I love it because like whenever somebody in the medical field that I know is like, that would never really happen. I'm like, dude, it's fucking fake. Nobody cares. And then I get all hyped over video game controllers. That's not how somebody plays.
They're
That's
critiquing
way
an
too
episode
fast.
of ER based on how many like cc's of fucking like saline and stuff they're doing, and you're just like, it doesn't matter, dude. And you're like, that's not how you would play that video game. It is. But it's so easy. Like, why do we do that wrong?
That's true,
But-
because it is easy to act.
Right.
It's an easy act. Yeah.
I don't know. It's a shame. It's a shame. But I see it
I
all.
like
far
when
too often.
people eat in movies or something, but they never put anything into their mouth, but they still keep cut, or they just keep cutting too much. They never put anything into their mouth, or when they do, there's like nothing in there. It's like barely.
That's
I
like
do that shit.
the there's like memes out there that say like white people breakfast in movies is like the mom's always cooking up, like there's a table full of like fruit, pancakes, everything, and then the kid walks over, has a bite of toast and like a little bit of orange juice, and then leaves. And like everyone in the house leaves, and the mom made like 7 hours worth of
Full
like
breakfast.
goods. Like there's like croissants and like everything out on the table, and everyone's always in a rush the day she made all of
part
this
of a
breakfast.
balanced breakfast. Yeah.
Yep.
Breakfast is ready. Thanks, Mom. Yeah,
Yep.
toast out of here. Dude, that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, come on. You knew your kids weren't gonna eat that shit. Quit dicking around.
All right, good shit. I'm content to end this one quickly since it's so late.
Okay.
We could have a new record, new world record. We
is
do need to
late.
think.
This is
Strange
our
fan.
latest one ever.
I know. Comment section. We have a big episode coming up. I think this is 62. Big number 69 is coming up. And it's going to tie a world record for me for most podcasts in a series. What do we want to do?
Wow.
Do we want to do another movie review like we did The Wizard? Do we want to do another draft?
Oh,
Do we want to have a guest?
special episode?
Our first
huh?
guest? Do we want to turn upside down and have oral sex with each other? You know, stuff like that.
You know what
Whatever
would be,
you can
you know what
think
would be
of.
interesting is doing a movie review of a movie neither one of us has seen. That would be interesting.
Ooh. Like, should it be something notably good or like
No,
notably
notably
Okay.
bad.
Okay?
Yeah.
Because like I still want to watch some of these like Oscar-y movies like Poor Folk and all that, but I can do that on my own time.
I don't.
do
I don't because fuck that shit. I mean, a lot of them are stupid and
Yeah. Well, this one's
Eh.
supposed to be. I mean, I don't want to watch it just because I hear good things.
I
from
want to
Hollywood.
hear people's suggestions, and maybe I'll even put up like polls and really try to pull something for
Yeah,
this.
let's come up with a
Is I
few.
want-
Okay.
Like, and I want to hear their suggestions for movies, but I want to critique it in a specific manner. Like, I don't know, I don't know what that means yet, but it's like if it was a movie about sports and you actually critique like the actual sports scenarios in the movie or something, like, because it's always like completely broken, or like that, critiquing like the video game aspect of a video game movie and being like, you know, that score wouldn't hold up or he wouldn't do that. So I want to critique someone's movie, but we got to come up with the movie first, and then we got to figure out how we want to address it. So
I hear bad things about Madam Web. Like we do one of the newer Marvel movies that I definitely haven't seen. I haven't seen a lot of them anyway, but I heard that's like so bad you got to watch it, like one of those.
Oh,
Or do you want to go like
I
is there a
have heard
Steven
that as
Seagal
well.
movie?
Is
We
there
have
any
like Madam Web
I
at
could-
least like
I
oh
could
shoot,
probably
are we
find a
losing
copy of
connection?
that
I don't know what's
online.
going on. But at least it's also one that probably enough people have seen. So do we want to go so deep where we pick a Steven Seagal movie that definitely nobody has seen and none of us have? Or
Oh,
you know,
that's
or
pretty
it's got to
good,
have some
too.
kind of mass appeal. I don't mind. I don't mind. There's got to be a
Well,
new
because
Steven
if we
Seagal
give
movie
people
out
the
there on
heads
Netflix
up,
or
if
something.
we give people the heads up,
Yeah.
they could watch it in advance too.
Yes.
If they wanted.
There's got to be a new Nicolas Cage movie that just went straight to streaming. that's probably awesome or something. Or maybe it's
Oh,
really good, or I don't know. Like, yeah, those are the ideas. I think that's kind of like the spirit of it, right?
All right.
Kind of
right.
that we're looking for.
Yeah, I think we have a good idea of what we're generally trying to achieve. We just got
Okay.
within the next couple episodes, we got to figure it out.
Yeah. So the next episode, try to remember to bring some pitches. Maybe bring a few. We'll start pitching for the next couple episodes. See if anything sticks. But yeah, StrangeFam, let us know. Those of you who make it to the end of the episode, I'm looking at you, Bill.
Yep.
Definitely.
Billy, Andy.
Yeah.
Same criminals as
Mrs.
every time.
Warden.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sherbo, looking at you. All right.
Cool.
Well,
all right. We'll enjoy the
achievement
cabin.
unlocked.
And we will catch y'all later. Be well. Big gulp, Sam.
He cut himself
Sorry, it doesn't work
off with the
properly.
music. He literally cut
doesn't work
himself
properly.
off.